Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rising Tide TV. This week, just like any other, we have exciting and up-to-date news stories. Our story headlines include
Mpingeno helicopter crash investigation.
And on other stories, opposition leader restate their promise to support one leader against Ruto.
And political leadership shift in ODM.
Yes, welcome to today's broadcast. I am your anchor Sharlene Nyawera.
And I am Triza and These and many more are our stories. Welcome. We begin with new details on the investigation into the helicopter crash that claimed the life of a member of parliament, shifting political winds within one of Kenya's major parties, and growing global concern as the tensions escalate in the Middle East. The government has announced that a preliminary investigation report into the helicopter crash that killed Johanna Ngeno, the member of parliament for Emurua Dikir, will be released within 30 days. Authorities say aviation experts are currently analyzing flight data, weather conditions, and mechanical records to determine the cause of the crash. The tragic incident shocked residents and leaders across the country, with calls for transparency and accountability in the investigation process. Leaders from across the political divide have urged patience as the probe continues.
Thank you, Triza, for that update. Now, on the same story, we highlight the death of Nicholas Kosgei, the personal videographer of the late MP Ngeno. His friend, in a writing, explained the nature of Nick as an amiable, soft-spoken and easygoing journalist. He claims that Nick met Honorable Ngeno even before finishing his studies at Maseno University and got employed as his personal videographer since then. 3 years before their deadly flight, Nick had filmed the video and posted together with the song Uniongoze Yesu. More investigations on that story are underway.
And in the political arena, Siaya Governor James Orengo has signaled interest in vying for a top leadership position within the Orange Democratic Movement Party ahead of its upcoming convention. The announcement sets the stage for internal competition that could reshape the party's future direction. Political analysts say the move reflects growing momentum among leaders seeking generational transition and renewed strategy within the party. Party officials have maintained that the convention process will be democratic and transparent as members prepare to chart the way forward.
Thank you, Triza, once again. And still in Kenyan politics, most leaders in the western region, specifically Bungoma, have chosen and endorsed Sifuna for the presidency seat, and they have as well dismissed calls to back Ruto ahead of the 2027 general election. Led by Member of Parliament Majimbo Kalasinga and his Bumula counterpart, Jack Wamboka, during the burial of Sifuna's elder brother, they boldly stated their stand and urged other leaders in the region to support their own. Wamboka insisted that the regional leaders back Sifuna and disregard the position taken by Musalia Mudavadi and the Speaker Moses Wetangula. As well, Majimbo demanded that Kipchumba Murkomen explain to the Kenyans why Sifuna's rallies are being targeted by police and disrupted by paid goons.
Thank you, Sharlene. And internationally, tensions continue to rise in the Middle East following escalating hostilities involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. Reports indicate continued missile exchange and heightened military activity, raising fears of a wider regional conflict. Global leaders have called for restraint, warning that further escalation could destabilize global markets, disrupt oil supply chains, and deepen humanitarian concerns. Kenyan authorities have also issued advisories to citizens living or working in affected areas, urging heightened caution as the situation unfolds.
Oh, what sad news. I hope that isn't World War III.
Yeah.
And in our last story, opposition leaders in Kenya make a stand and restate their promise to choose one candidate to compete against Ruto ahead of the 2027 elections. Led by the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, the opposition leaders are on a mission to develop and unite the country, especially after the 2027 national election. At AIPCA Church in Kahero, Ndarangwa on Monday, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, John Methu, George Natembeya, among others, were present, and they stood in unity to restate that they will stand with one leader as the one in opposition.
Those are the stories making headlines tonight. Thank you for staying with us. I'm your anchor at Rising Tide Media TV, Triza Adhiambo.
And I am Sharlene Nyawera. Good night and stay safe.